We're telling your followers that you started a live video. That's good. I have. Hey, am I on? Am I on? Yes, it says I'm on. You know what my favorite part of this is? I'm in the Streamily offices, which is really fun because these are the guys. These guys are great. These guys are the guys that make it possible for me to do this for you, and so we love them a lot. What's fun though is that it looks like I'm wearing two little neon hats, which I like. I've got a little, or either that, or I'm under the smallest house. I'm inside the smallest neon house. I'm not making any sense at all, am I? Okay. So what we have here is I'm going to be signing some prints for some for you kind folks, for you good folks who have joined me. Deku Midoriya 2004. There's no chance I said that right, but you say oh, which I like, of course. All of you insiders know what that means. Hi from San Bruno. Hi, San. No, I'm just kidding. I know that's actually a place. So what I've got in front of me here is my list of folks that I'm going to be signing for. Do Ribgy. No, you do Ribgy. I'm going to start here with our Streamily VIP folks who are awesomely awesome. And let's see what we have here is who we got. All right, this is, I am not in signing view yet. Let me go to signing view. It's technologic-y. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Oh, hey, Dave. I see old hero mentor there. Hey, I'm doing great. Reverend Putty, yes. Yeah, yes, Oral, it's me, Reverend Putty. Well, thank you for loving the regular show. This, I'm going to sign right now. This goes out to, wait, is that? Yeah, that's the right one. This goes out to no one in particular. It is not personalized. Do I have a gold Sharpie? I got a gold Sharpie here. See, one of the things that I learned is that if you don't want to be writing on your face, then you have to find markers that work with the dark background. Hello, Planet Wolves. Signing other items besides prints. You know, I'm not set up to do that through Streamily, but I'm gonna figure that out for you, because when I go to cons, I do sign other things. I'll sign like Funko Pops and stuff like that. So I'm gonna figure that out. Pardon me. All right. So this is just my signature. William Salyers. All right, as you can see, there we go. I do look like Dr. Octopus because he's me, at least in the game. We did actual motion capture, performance capture, they call it. We did performance capture for that, and so, yeah, Doc Ock is actually me. We acted that out. Can you say, Tyler, such a disappointment. I was Doc Ock. I acted that out when there was less fire at the time, and I wasn't really high in the air, and I didn't have arms coming out of me. But other than that, it was just exactly the same. Okay. So I hope you'll be patient with me. I certainly have to be. Could we ship stuff to you for signs? Pardon me. You know, that's something I have to work out. I know I'm doing this through Streamily, and I want to make sure that my business partners get their share. All right, so now this is for Tony. Tony wants a Morton Solus. I am happy to provide a signature. You know, Steve Bloom has that set. You know, Steve is so good. Steve is way better at being a celebrity than I am, because he's been doing it a lot longer. Yeah, Steve is a great guy, and I love him. He really is a great guy. Steve is an awesome individual. So this is to Tony. So I'm going to make this out to Tony. To Tony from. Oh, you know what? I can arrange this a little better. Yeah, you know, I think Steve has his own store set up, and I want to do that too, which is a good idea. Here you go, Tony. That's a little more than Solus for you. And I'm going to add that to the pile. Man, they got this place is nice in terms of like having it set up to do what I need to do. All right, so there's Tony. And now we're moving on to Tyler. It's a tea kind of day. Oh, right, this one. Okay, so this is, which dock is this? That's this sucker right here. Number 147 for Tony. I'm just saying things out loud because otherwise I'll forget them. All right, and let's see. Please, Tony. So this is Tyler, not Tony. Tyler. This is Tony was deviously. Tyler says, please write some advice for me becoming a debut writer with your signature underneath it, and the same for Doc Ock with his signature as well. Huh. Okay. I'm not entirely clear on that, but I'm gonna do my best for you. So my advice for you, Tyler, as a debut writer is always use spell check. All right. Tyler. These are horrible, by the way. If you want to get rich, invent a better gold pen. Tyler, always use spell check. And I will sign that William Salyers. Wow. This particular gold pen is not a happiness. Doc Ock. All right. I'm going to put an exclamation point because it's very important that you always use spell check. And let's see. So there is that for Tyler. And I'm going to put that right down there. Oh, by the way, I'm not throwing those on the floor. They're going in a really nice little bin. You know, I'm from Oklahoma, and when I was studying acting, I always had to be careful of my IE substitutions because I would say, hand me that pen right there. It might not have been quite that bad, but it was pretty bad. Okay, now this is to Megan, another more than Solus. Better to die in a threshing maw with shotgun blasting, roaring raw, etc. Hi there, I love Morden. He loves you too. Can you write the quote, had to be me, someone else might have gotten it wrong. Oh, and sign it with a heart. That's so sweet. I will be happy to do that. You know, I love Morden. My only problem with him is that his catchphrase is really long to write. Okay, so, all right. Megan. To Megan. Had to be me. Someone else might have gotten it wrong. I know you think it's hilarious that I have to look at the screen to remember my quote. But you know, I always have a problem remembering whether it's someone else or somebody else. Somebody else is not nearly as catchy. Or on the subject of Spidey, who's your favorite movie Spidey? Okay, I am... Oh, wow. There's just a lot of this to react to. Hang on. I'm seeing kind of some... I'm seeing some sort of... A few of the same kind of things here. Like, a number of people want me to say, ham-boning! So I did that for you. Someone else... might have gotten it. The other thing most people don't know about me is I am left-handed, which makes it really hard to sign autographs without, they all tend to look like blurs. All right. And... Megan gave me a challenge because I'm not really a much of an artist, and she asked me to do a heart. So I did. You know, if it looks more like a spider, that's just okay. So to Megan, had to be me. Someone else might have gotten it wrong. And there's you can see the heart right there, right there. I was going to say something. Okay, let me write this number down. There's that. Moving right along. Let's see. I make this out to, it's another doc, and they want me to make it out to Noni, Nana. Oh, it's none. None. Don't make it out to anybody. So I won't do that. I will just, oh, wow. Oh, see, now it's, but they want it personalized. Huh. That's an interesting. Actually, it may really be. All right, you know what? I'm actually going to make it out to None, which, you know, even if it's not what they want, it'll at least be a nice conversation piece. None. And they want the quote, liar. Oh, yeah. You have no idea what you're in for. You have no idea what you're in for. I remember this. I remember this from the day we shot it, and it was when Doc is watching Norman live stream. That's funny. On TV, talking about his mayoral aspirations. Liar! You have no idea what you're in for. Like that. So that's for none. And it's number 149. Okay. All right. Put that down right there. And what is next? This is so exciting. You know, if you were all in this room with me, it would be really crowded. So we'll do that. And this is to Richard. Richard has asked for a Morden Solus. So we'll do that for him. Him, she, they, Richard. I'm not going to make any assumptions. So, to Richard. You know, I'm going to use a Morden quote that nobody ever asked for that has to do with his singing. His Gilbert and Sullivan. All right. Still prefer the patter songs. Let's see. I'm gonna check with you folks and see where we're at. Hello there, William Salyers. I met you at a convention in Melbourne. Funny thing about, oh boy. You know, you would think that maybe I have the phone on an articulated stand that does that, but actually it's me. I'm a little hyper-caffeinated, so I'm just like, that's not true. I lie sometimes. That's just, don't tell anybody, it's just between you and me. Sometimes I lie. Okay, so 150, and that was, here you go, Richard. And I'm going to put that down there for you. I'm not this completo. Yeah, I was going to tell you guys something, and then the brain cell just died. Must be those neon hats I'm wearing. Let me see. Oh, you know what? Let me see what this message is. Oh, okay. That's a thing I need to get back to later. All right. Where are we at? Oh! Okay, so this is this guy. Talk about somebody who's over-caffeinated. Oh! That's him. That's my little raccoon buddy. All right. This is, can you please add the quote, "Step off"? Oh, you know what? This pen does not like me. Step off. And he would like, or she, would like both the character name and my name. I'd been a little offended if they didn't want my name. Anyway, yeah, back to Melbourne. Melbourne, Australia. I really liked Melbourne. My wife and I had one of the best meals we've ever had there at this place. I think it was called Cumulus. Not good for vegans or vegetarians or anyone who doesn't like eating a lot of animal. Yeah, so here we go. Step off! I can do that better. Step off! There you go. That was a good Ribgy step off. All right. All right, put that down there and mark that complete. Elliot Moo. Oh, so this is a blast from the old past. This is from Moral Oral, which was my first ever animated series. I got to voice a really fun character named Reverend Putty. He was a reverend who hated his boss, God, and so yeah, it was very fun and silly. And Elliot says, "Just want to say I love you as a voice of Reverend Putty a bunch. Oh, could you please write the revs?" Yeah, because that's the show. We had a promo piece for a while that we sent out with the DVDs. That was a picture of the character with a thumbs up, and he said, "Remember, kids, Jesus is cool." The revs. We signed the revs. Okay. To Elliot. To. Man, one of these days I'm going to learn not to pick pictures that have dark backgrounds because gold pens just do not work. Oh, they've got some silver there. Maybe I'll try that. ELLIOT. To Elliot. And it says to make it out to Elliot Moo, so I'm going to do that. William Salyers. The revs. I think I'm gonna switch pens. And this is working, but it's not brilliant. There we go. So, yep. There you go, Elliot, from the revs. All right. And you are number 155. Clever tracking procedure they have for us. Put that down there. I'm gonna. Please stand by. Oh no, someone's on fire. All right, let's see. Ooh, this is pretty. Oh, there I go again. You know what's funny is they have a print here for me to try writing, to practice writing on. It's just, I almost don't want to do it because she's so pretty. Just feels, wow, that's not a, doesn't do anything. Yeah, that probably works pretty well on black. You got a white? What's this? Please stand by. Oh boy, that hasn't worked in a long time. They have all these pins. It's really fun. Here's a silver. Is that, because that sometimes works. I think I'll try that. I think that'll work better on the black. Yeah. All right. Join me in a drink, won't you? Swell. Oh, so that was all right move. So he's done. She, again, I shouldn't assume. To Hunter. Hunter wants Doc Ock. This is great. I'll get to use my my silver pen here. Write your favorite quote from the character. There were a lot of great quotes from Doc Ock. I really liked I Got Chinese. That was a good one when he brought the food to Peter. That's probably not what you want, though. To Hunter. All right. Oh, yeah. This silver pin's the way to go. Hunter. To Hunter. Let's see. I'll do such a... Sorry, I forgot how to spell for a second. Such a disappointment. You know, I really screwed that up. So let's, we'll just do another one of these. Same thing. Except I'll start writing closer to the middle of the... You know, it's funny, the things that you wouldn't think of until you actually have to do this. The stuff that you just don't... They don't teach you this in high school. You know, they don't teach you... They didn't even teach me this when I got my BFA. They weren't like, here's how you sign autographs. Nobody did that. Okay, so... starting over with more space. To Hunter. Such, now see, I've left myself enough room for the word disappointment this time. No, I didn't. All right, boy, I'm blowing through these things. Okay, so, starting further towards the center of the picture, to Hunter. I'm gonna have to get a shorter favorite quote from this game. To Hunter. Such a disappoint. Haha, it's gonna fit. Such a disappointment. ... Parker. He was talking to Peter Parker. To Hunter, such a disappointment. Parker. Yeah. And my name underneath. There we go. It only took 3 of these to get it right. I should have just wrote continued on the next photograph. So let me write the number on here. And then I'll scroll down a little bit and see what you guys are saying. Number 157. And that's off to you. All right. Complete. All right, let's see what's going on here. Yeah. All right, excellent. What was it like to work on the Hitman game? I was playing Eric Soders in that, who, spoiler alert, he's a bad guy. And it was really fun. It was really fun. You know, it's a great franchise. Can you do personal signatures if we ship them to you directly? You know, I could, but I've got a great partnership with Streamily, and I don't want to cut them out because they've been really good to me. So please order through the store. Wait, I just saw something from an Okie like myself. Someone said they were applying for a job at Insomniac. Oh, here it is. Tyler Bailey says going to apply for Insomniac Games in Oklahoma remotely. That's so cool. You know, Insomniac is a great bunch of folks. I mean, you know, when you do a game, you only have the smallest glimpse into the company and what they do. A little more so when you're doing motion capture. Excuse my voice, by the way. It's a little rough because I blew it out doing anime yesterday. Anime, anime is it's a common term for Japanese animation, and I think it's going to catch on. I think it's going to be a big deal. All right. So here we have another Morton Solus request for Alex Brindley, the best commander in the galaxy. I'm not going to tell Commander Shepard that you said that because, I mean, he, she, they are pretty cool, but, you know, I don't know how they feel about not being the best commander in the galaxy. Okay, 2. This is another one that's going to take a little space, 2. Alex Brindley. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Could be Brindley, I guess. Alex Brindley, comma, the best commander. Uh-oh, did I screw myself again? No, I did not. The best commander in the galaxy. Well, I guess, that's okay because that's only the galaxy, which I guess is the Milky Way. There are other galaxies that Commander Shepard could still be the best commander in. All right, here you go, Alex. That's for you. And number the back so we can be sure that you get it. Yeah. For Alex Brindley, the best commander in the galaxy. Had to be him. Someone else might have gotten it wrong. Okay, so that's done. Mark that as complete. More of this guy to Matthew. And Rigby's going, oh, Matthew. That's what he's doing. I just decided. Matthew with 2 T's. The best Matthew in the galaxy. And gonna sign that with my name, which I have not always in the past remembered to do. Pretty funny when you forget to sign an autograph with your name. Okay. So that's for you, Matthew. And that's number 159. We really appreciate our VIP members. And now that we have done all the VIPs, we're moving on to all the other folks. So it was Matthew's, and we will mark that as complete. And now, Kane. To Kane. I love that name. Kane would like me to write, I am the very model of a scientist Solarian. I've studied species. Yeah, well, I've slept so many times since then. Okay, so I am the very model of a scientist Solarian. To Kane. I wonder how many people discovered Gilbert and Sullivan because of Mass Effect. Pretty cool. Of a scientist Solarian. That, for instance, is adapted from the lyric, the actual lyric, I am the very model of a modern major. I am the very model of a modern major general. Major general? Yeah. Probably shouldn't have started that anecdote. All right, so I am the very model of a scientist Solarian, and sign it so that you'll know it was me. To Kane, I am the very model of a scientist Solarian. All right. There you go, Kane. Toss that down there. And that is completo. Y más. To William Evans. William being a great royal name, and one of which I am very fond. So this is also a regular show. And he wants to quote, "Gimme candy, lady," from one of the Terror Tales of the Park episodes, which were my favorite. That's a great choice. Oh my goodness. Yeah. He can be a very rude raccoon. All right. 2. William. I almost put William in cursive because that's how I sign it. To William Evans from William Salyers. Oh, see, now it's... Oh, these pens. Oh, let me connect my E a little bit there. There we go. Give me candy, lady. There you go, William Evans. Oh, if I don't put a number on that, it will never get to you. That is 164. Wow, it's really nice doing it here, as opposed to my cramped little sound booth. Oh, who's this? For you, serial killer? No, I'll read that later. Okay, so, mark complete. To Grace. Grace would also like Ribgy, and she wants me to say, "You think he wants me to put the hurt on him?" Oh, that's hard after anime voice. I'm gonna scroll a little bit. I'm gonna scroll. I saw the words "I love you," which, you know, I can't. Oh, Roman Vought, who clearly must work for that terrifying Vought Corporation, says Ribgy is priceless with his antics. Why, thank you. Who would win in a fight, Ribgy or Patrick Star? Well, I think, you know, probably Patrick, because he's bigger and arguably smarter. Mr. Salyers, I had an order to Sydney that was supposed to be VIP. Did you see that order? Let me see, Sydney. Sydney. Okay, so what we'll do is I'll go ahead and do this so I don't lose my fragile train of thought, and then we'll try to find the Sydney one. To Grace. All right. You guys get very creative. Some of these I've never written on a this thing before. You think he wants me to put the hurt on? He wants me to put the hurt on him. All right, and that is to Grace. And, you know, you have to rotate these frequently, I find. The pen, not the pictures. If you rotated the pictures while you were trying to write on them, it would just be silly. So that is to Grace. You think he wants me to put the hurt on him? All right, number 136. All right, so let's see. Order to Sydney that was supposed to be VIP. Let's see. Oh, you know what? If I change this now, it's gonna screw up the flow, and I will no longer be able to see what I've done. So I'll come back to it. Let's see. I've got about, I don't know, 15 maybe more to sign, and then I'll look and see if we have our Sydney, because I want to make sure that you get that. Okay, so that was Grace, and this goes out to Anthony Tempanaro. I hope I got that right. Anthony Tempanaro, maybe Tempanaro. It's actually a really cool name, and I like it. You know, but I'm just gonna screw that pen. Now this pen will be brilliant. Okay, to actually, wow, it is brilliant. That's weird. To Anthony Tempanaro. Such a cool name. And the classic line, had to be me. Someone else might have gotten it wrong. Wow, that's a lot of responsibility. That could kill a Salyerian. Might have gotten it wrong. See what I mean? Dude needs a shorter catchphrase like boom or huzzah. That'd be good. Maybe not really in character for him, but cool nonetheless. So there you go, Anthony Tempanaro. Yeah, I did. I spelled that right. Had to be me. Someone else might have gotten it wrong. All right. 140. There we go. Oh boy, thirsty work this. Gonna have another drink. Excellent. Gonna scroll a bit. Oh yeah, you got who would win in a. Okay, even as a be. Oh. Aww. Oh, somebody said that regular show is their favorite show to be comforted by. That's nice. Is there anywhere you can send me a letter? You know what I'll do is when I get home from this, I will post on I'll post on Instagram my agent's info, and that's the best way to get me something. Is if you send it to my agents at Imperium 7, they'll send it to me, and they'll make sure it gets to me. Okay, who else is here? Oops. Accidentally did a typey thing. Didn't want to do that. No one wants to wait for me to type on this phone. Regular show is my favorite, too, next to SpongeBob and Tom and Jerry. Oh, that's nice. Sydney, you're welcome. Yeah, I'll make sure that we take care of that. Peyton is up. Peyton wants a Reverend Putty, so we'll use the silver pen on him, silver gray, whatever. Nothing in particular, just to Peyton. All right, to Peyton. Okay, that kind of works. There you go, Peyton. That's for you. And this is number 145. All right. And nada más for Peyton. ¿Y qué es esto? To Noah. Oh, yep, there it is. I'm going to have to I should get like a stamp made that says, had to be me, someone else might have gotten it wrong. Because I keep getting it wrong. Isn't that ironic? Sorry, I got distracted. Okay, to Noah. Yeah, the good thing about doing this is I just kind of let myself freely associate while I do it. And the bad thing about it is that I tend to let myself freely associate while I do it. Someone else might have gotten it wrong. All right. There you go, Noah. Happiness is a flowing marker. And that's 152. All All right. That's completed, and now, I love this. Julian Hurricane Reed. Julian Hurricane Reed. That's a powerful nickname, man. But then, of course, you have to live up to it. You know, you don't want to be like you don't want to have a nickname like Hurricane and then come across like a mild breeze. That would not work. What else is going on? Hey, hi, Evil Twin Liz. I'm a big fan of Evil Twin Liz. The regular show is my favorite too, next to SpongeBob and Tom and Jerry. How long have you been doing voice acting, and what was your first role? I have been. Oh, and my friend Adrian from New Zealand is also tuning in, and I appreciate that. New Zealand is one of my favorite places on the planet. I was there when I was also in Australia. Been to New Zealand a few times. But anyway, back to the question. The question was, what was the first thing that I voiced? You know, other than stuff that I just did on my own, I can remember it was probably many years ago. I did, I think it was a video game, and it was Hellboy: The Science of Evil. And I did a couple of voices for that because they had me do German dialects a lot. I have died in many of your World War II combat games. I die over and over and over again. So that happens. Right, back to Julian Hurricane Reed. Don't let that guy down. So yes, this is for Julian. He wants a Ribgy. Ham boning will save your life one day. Also, if you were in this tiny room with me, you'd realize how loud that is, because it's pretty loud. Ham boning will save your life. Kind of looks like LIFO. Put more of a tail on that E. One day. Well, it actually looks like it was written by Ribgy, by which I mean an illiterate raccoon. All right. Oh, hey. To Julian Hurricane. That's such a cool nickname. I assume it's a nickname. It's in quotes. Can you imagine if your parents named you Hurricane? That'd be a lot to live up to. Man, I'm just writing all over this photograph. There you go. Always remember, Julian, ham boning will save your life one day. Ham boning! I'm a grown man. All right, so that's number 161. Oh, that's complete. And here you go. Here's one for Sydney. Just popped up. Sydney says, oh, I see. Oh, yeah, all right. There's a little, there's special instructions. Let me read this. Oh. All right. So this is going to Sydney. You heard me mention Sydney earlier. We're old friends. And, okay. Yeah, nope. I don't need to write anything special on there, but I do need to say, Happy Valentine's Day. It's because it's all one thing, Valentine's Day. You don't say Valentine's and then wait and then say day. Happy Valentine's Day to Sydney from Corey. Now stop talking! All right. And there you go, Sydney. I knew we'd get you taken care of. All right, number 162 goes out to Sydney. And I'm going to scroll a little bit. Any personal fave Marvel superhero? My favorite one is whatever one I just voiced. And for me, most recently, that was Bruce Banner. So right now, Bruce Banner's my favorite Marvel character. It's probably going to be Doc Ock again one day. Hey, Bill. Oh, this is from Jesse, my buddy Jesse. Asked you this question a while ago, and I was wondering, do you know if JG is working on any new projects? I don't. I haven't talked to JG in a while. But I know that his most recent project just came to an end. And so if I know JG at all, and I think I do, he's going to be working on something else, because that guy is... he is a really hard worker. He's really ambitious. He's really talented, and he doesn't like sitting on his hands. So I think if I had to guess, I would guess that JG is already working on something. All right, so we got Sydney taken care of. And now Matthew would like a Ribgy. This is also Matthew with 2 T's. I don't know if it's the same Matthew, because we don't want to jump to assumptions here, because when you... It was the great Al Franken who said, when you assume, you make an ass out of Uma Thurman. Look her up. It was a while ago. All right, to Matthew and a catchphrase. Let's do, well, with Ribgy, you can't go wrong with this one. And I'll reveal it shortly. To Matthew. Also with 2 T's. Is Matthew with 1 T not a thing? I don't know. It's been years since I read a book of baby names. Stop talking! That's for Matthew. And that is number 132. By the way, don't get terrified if you're thinking, oh my God, this live stream is going to last for decades because of the numbers I'm saying. It doesn't have anything to do with how many I actually have to sign. So stay with me. Okay, mark that as complete. And Alan, A-L-E-N. Nothing special for Alan, but Alan would like more than Solus from Mass Effect. So, to Alan. All right. Mass Effect without a long catchphrase. There you go, Alan. Happy to do that for you. On that topic of being happy to do that for you, thank you to everyone who ordered prints from me. You guys are great. You're the reason I have my job. Wouldn't be a me without you, and I really appreciate you all. Thanks. All right, so that's complete. And Jack would also like a more than Solus. So here you go, Jack. Some of my favorite people have been Jacks. All right. There you go, Jack. 137. You are completed. I'm going to scroll ahead a little bit here. See what we got. Yeah, rolling right along. Sarah. Sarah would also like more than Solus. And the famous, had to be me. Someone else might have gotten it wrong. All right. To Sarah. Sarah's such a pretty name. I like that name. All right. Had to be me. Someone else might have gotten it wrong. There you go, Sarah. That's for you. And thank you very much. All right. Throw that down there. To Nancy. Nancy has requested a print. Also happens to be the name of my wife. I hope she's not just like, you know. I mean, I would do this totally at home for her, you know. She doesn't have to order it through the... Probably a different Nancy, though, right? Yeah. All right, so. To Nancy. Had to be me. Have gotten it wrong. There you go, Nancy. I hope you enjoy that. Throw that in there. Let's see. Moving on to Jade. Oh, see, Jade, this is not Jade's first rodeo. Jade says, please sign the background and not Morden, which is smart because I have written on my own face before, also on prints. Ah, that's tasty. Okay. A little Morden Solus coming at Jade. Jade, also a very pretty name, by the way. There you go, Jade. Thank you very much. I think it's time to scroll through a little bit here. Oh, Noah says, woohoo, that's me, back there from when I signed for Noah. Have you ever thought of starring... Let's see, and then it went away. There's some good questions on here. Yeah, I'm going to take a moment and see if I can answer some of these. Oh, people are so kind. Thank you for signing and streaming. You're all welcome. I really appreciate it. Oh, Tyler, thank you, Tyler Bailey. Okay, I'm going to scroll up. Wow, there's a lot of these. You're welcome, Sydney. Have you ever thought of starring in Avatar or Planet of the Apes? Oh, I've thought about it. Yeah, the drag about things like that is they have to ask you to do it. You know, otherwise, you'd probably see me in everything. It would be like Gone with the Wind, starring William Salyers. Little Women, starring William Salyers. I'd be in everything. So that's probably why that's not up to me. Hey, William, can I get an I am excellent on my Ribgy auto as well? I will try to remember that, Hayden, when we get to you. Just came back from Disneyland last night. This is from a Disney Mon. Just came back from Disneyland last night. Any fave memory movie in honor of Disney 100? All right. This is a deep cut. One of my favorite... Oh, my God. I'm going to make myself nauseous. There we go. One of my favorite Disney movies was Disney's first R-rated film. And it was called The Black Hole. And a lot of people don't even know about it anymore. But at the time when it came out, it was a really big deal because Disney had never done an R-rated movie. I think they ended up releasing it under a different name, but it was a Walt Disney Corporation thing. So yeah, I like the trivia of that. Okay, so Jade is we took care of Jade, right? Jade, yep. Jade's down there. And now Dustin Frisch. Also asked for this guy, the Scientist Solarian. All right. And, I go ahead and put, if somebody puts in the two, if they put their first and their last name, I go ahead and do that. All right, so hope I said that right. Frisch. I guess it could be frisk. There you go. There you go, Dustin. Dustin is another one of my favorite names. Oh, yeah. Better put a number on that so you actually receive it. 143. All right. And this is to Lena Mavrina. Lena Mavrina. Hi, William. I'm getting this one for my wife, who's a Morden stan. If possible, please write the following. How many rebels and yet you married? Oh. This is so sweet. It's going to take about 2 hours. So many variables, and yet you married the right man. This good. He's good. For his wife, I wonder what his name is. Obviously, he's having me make out to Lena, his wife, because this dude is a good husband. So many variables, and yet you married the right man. Had to be him. Someone else might have gotten it wrong. That's clever. Take a note out there, you cis guys. That's the way you do it. All right. Did you hear that? There's a train nearby. I assume that's what that was. I'm not just having a stroke. This is world-class husbanding here. It's going to take you a minute. Talk amongst yourselves. So many variables. And yet, you married the right man. I don't think that's exactly the line from the game, is it? You married the right man. And then on to had to be him. That's really clever. Someone else might have gotten it wrong. That's really fun. I should concentrate. Someone else might have gotten it wrong. Clever, clever husband. So many variables. And yet, Lena, you married the right man. Had to be him. Someone else might have gotten it wrong. All right. Number 144. There we go. Let's see. What one? There's a thing on the question mark. Oh, a friend asked, how did the play that I did go? The play that I did recently. The play is still running. It's called Do You Feel Anger by Mara Nelson Greenberg. It's being performed by Circle X. If you're here in LA, you should come see it because it's really, really wickedly funny. And yeah, I was sharing that role with some really outstanding guys. We're all working actors, and so we share the role in case one of us gets cast in something. And yeah, it was a blast. Oh, everyone's being so kind. Oops, don't want to do that. Okay. Make sure I put the number on that. I did. Wow, I'm being unusually thorough this time. Alicia. Oh. Might run tests of the seashells. Yeah, that's from the DLC, right? That was fun. All the stuff with Perry the Pie Jack and the film noir stuff. Might run tests on the seashells. Here's a story not everyone knows, but I try to make sure that they do because I don't want to try to take credit from Michael Beatty, who created the role of Morton Solus in Mass Effect 1 and 2. And I took over for Mass Effect 3. I don't know why he wasn't able to do it, but I felt honored to play that role because it was such a good role, and he created such a great character. There you go, Alicia. Oh. Say. All right. Mauricio Neira. There's zero chance I'm saying that right. It's a cool looking name, though. All right, so this is a regular show. A little Ribby for you. And they asked for Stay Excellent. A reference to one of my favorite episodes. I always like the episodes where Ribgy almost died because he did something stupid, which, was like every other episode. All right. Stay. La la la. La la la. Stay excellent. Can you believe I talk like that every Monday for 6 years? All right, there you go. All right, to Peter. Wow. Peter says, I got Ribgy tattooed on my ribs. Please make it special. Wow. No pressure. Okay. To Peter. Nice ribs. There we go. Nice ribs, Peter. 156. All right. Completo. Oh my gosh, we're almost done, guys. We're almost done. Hayden Coatney. Suture on the left side under Ribby's arm and ham boning on the bottom right if possible. I appreciate the specificity. And no, I haven't had anything to drink besides this delicious Kirkland branded water. Hayden Coatney. Wow, that sounds like a very important person, right? His Honorable Mayor Hayden Coatney. Oh my gosh. Could be her Honorable Mayor. I don't know. With a name like Hayden, you don't want to presume. All right. So, also Ribgy for Hayden. Signature on left side under Ribby's arms and ham boning on the bottom right. Okay, I'm going to go to Hayden Coatney. From me, William Ham-Boning Salyers. All right, on the bottom right, yes. There you go, Hayden. Ham-boning! You know one of the funny things, when you do a con, they put people who do the same kind of work together. So I'll be there with guys who voice for Ben 10 or whatever. And and you get legit. Well, you hear each other's catchphrases a lot, and particularly if they're really loud, that adds up. Let's see what else. Hopefully, if I get the job. Oh, this is from I'll get the pleasure of working for you. Oh, you wouldn't be working for me. Not an insomniac. Actors are not high on the totem pole. We're arguably we're at the end of the process. But you would be working for cool people because there's a lot of cool people that work at Insomniac. Any other cartoons have you starred in besides regular show? Starred in? I wouldn't say that I was. I wouldn't say. Well, Reverend Putty on Moral Oral was a regular on the series, so. He was, I don't think you would call him a star or the lead, but he was a series regular. I tend to voice a lot of larger supporting roles. I did, most recently I've done a bunch of stuff in the Batman franchise, including, this is a few years back, but I got to work actually on the last two films that actually had Adam West's voice in them, who was... old school 1960s Batman, and very nice guy, and so was Burt Ward, who was Robin. I got to be the Penguin in Return of the Caped Crusaders and Batman versus Two-Face, and both of those were really fun. It was just recently announced I'm also doing the part of Cobblepot, who is an iteration of the Penguin, and is it the Doom that came to Gotham. I've done several of the Elseworlds graphic novels adapted into cartoons, into animation, I should say, and those are really fun. I like the Elseworlds stories because since they're not canonical, you can do things with them that are sort of outside the normal storylines. Like let me just get rid of this. Like I got to do to play the part of Hugo Strange in Gotham by Gaslight, and that was a lot of fun. But I've done quite a few things now, and so it's hard to keep them all straight. But I've been very lucky. I've gotten to do a lot of really cool roles, and I'm super happy about that. Let's see. Tyler says, how much inspiration did you take from Alfred Molina for the role of Doc Ock? I can honestly say that I didn't take any inspiration from Alfred Molina because I really wanted to start with just the material on the page. The original script for Marvel Spider-Man for PS4 was about 400 pages, and we had a table read where we all sat down and read together, and that was the only time that we were all in the same room together because just like a movie, we shot out of sequence. So, they all edited all into one story, but you only tended to work with the people that were in your scene. So I did a lot of work with Yuri Lowenthal. I did a lot of work with Mark Ralston, both great guys. Yuri was Peter Parker, and Mark was Norman Osborn, and just everybody on that was delightful, just delightful. Stephen O. Young, just wonderful people. Yuri and his wife Tara, wonderful people. Okay, so I think this is the last one. Aw, so sad. So last one for now, because I'll probably do more of these. So this is to none. All right, I played that gag once. I'm not going to do it again. I'll just sign it. It's a Ribgy print, and this is it. So William Salyers, and that's number 154. And with that, I believe we're complete. I'm going to go through and double check and make sure that I haven't missed anything. Wow, guys. I think that was everything. Let's see. Did somebody send me a question. Is there a dream actor you would love to have the opportunity to work with? Elizabeth asked me, is there a dream actor I would love to have the opportunity to work with? There's a few. I mean, there are a lot of brilliant actors, really. And no surprise, I'm a character actor, and so the character actors really appeal to me. I would love to work with Richard Jenkins. I would love to work with... Daniel Day-Lewis, Meryl Streep. I mean, the list of actors that I would love to work with, whose work I have always admired, is fairly long. What's your favorite show, animated or not? Okay, I'm gonna go back in the past and say that my favorite show, animated or not, is The Twilight Zone, because it was so brilliant. I think that's it for the questions, folks. Gosh, this was delightful. I don't see anything else that needs to happen. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. And thank you so much for spending time with me. And yeah, let's do it again soon. Okay, bye-bye and have a great weekend.